Hello there, Paul Michael Bales here. Good morning. It's now 2:14 a.m. It's about 2:15. And hopefully it's going to be a lovely day today because it's been raining the last few days. Right. This video is called Who is Eric Dubay? What do we know about this guy? How did he get involved in the flat earth movement or awakening or conspiracy or however you like to call it? Now, when I first started spreading the flat earth truth out about the flat earth, dinosaurs, the nuclear hoax, satellites, atoms, and all the other conspiracies that go along with the flat earth theory, I saw Dubay's website, Atlantean Conspiracy, and on it, he never mentioned flat earth at this point, but on it he had a little article about the fake moon landing, and he had a little article about geocentrism, which was just starting to come popular at that time. And I thought, he needs this guy. He's a conspiracy researcher. I've heard of him before because I've been researching conspiracy since I was like 14. So I've heard of the Atlantean Conspiracy, some of his articles over the years. And I thought, this guy, he believes that the moon landers were fake, so perhaps he might believe in the flat earth theory. So I added him on Facebook and I tagged him in my post, 100 proofs the earth is not a globe. Now, I tagged a lot of people in this, like Michael Sarian, David Icke and others, and most of the people I tagged or who looked at it and commented, they were attacking me or they unfriended me. In fact, Dale Pond, he's quite a well-known electric universe advocate, and also Jason Verbali, they both sort of had a few comments and I proved them wrong about the sphere, and then they unfriended me. So that left a bit of a bitter taste in the mouth. These guys are supposed to care about the truth and just instead run away from it, because I think with some people they just sort of they reach a level and then they've got their fans, they've got their followers, they've got their belief system, and they're making money from that, and they've reached that level and they don't want to get to the next level because that means they have to drop all of this stuff that they've done here. They like this level, they're getting a bit of money coming in, so they stick to it. And I found out with a lot of people. But Eric Dubay was a bit different. He said, I believe you, Paul. I believe you. He read all the comments that were down on all my responses, which were really sort of logical, and people were going, no, it's the sphere, you're wrong and that, and I was sort of debunking all these theories, and people saying, no, dinosaurs do exist, and I was debunking these, and Eric Dubay said, I believe you. And then he messaged me saying, I believe you, if you got any more articles or books I can read, and please send them my way. So I sent him some books. I think it was Kings Dethroned, Zetetic Cosmogony, Terra Firma, Earth Not a Planet, Does the Earth Rotate, and a few others. But at the same time, I was also tagging him in all my flat earth posts and poems, because I would like to write poetry also. And Eric Dubay never mentioned the flat earth on his Facebook or website, even after he said he believed me. But then all of a sudden, like a couple of months later, Eric Dubay had a book come out, The Flat Earth Conspiracy. Then he started coming out with Flat Earth. Now he had something to sell, so he started coming out there. I actually helped him still. I promoted the book, saying, yeah, look, this guy's believes in the Flat Earth as well, conspiracy researcher. And then all the weird stuff started happening. He tried to he started his own group first, like on Facebook, called Eric Dubay's Flat Earth Society, and he started claiming to be the Flat Earth president. He attacked the old Flat Earth Society, which is that was okay in my book, because I told Eric beforehand that this don't trust the old Flat Earth Society, because the guy Daniel Shenton, I think his name's Daniel Shenton, yeah, he believes that gravity is caused by the Earth moving upwards. You see, all these flat earthers, they believed that until I come along and told them that gravity didn't exist, because I'd been studying alternative science and gravity for years, even before the flat earth theory and the electric universe theory I studied as well. So I was already anti-Newton, anti-Einstein, anti-science, and a lot of the stuff involved in the flat earth I had already sort of discovered beforehand from reading all these books I got back there, and all these like old books by kooks, supposedly kooks, but alternative scientists I like to call them, who had their own theories and more simplified, and attacked Einstein, attacked Newton, attacked all these sort of scientists. Now Eric, yeah, started doing that. Then he started, he got his forum, if the IFES, or IFERS, the International Flat Earth Research Society, and people just started coming to me all the time, like message after message I kept getting every day, saying, oh, Eric Dubay kicked me off the IFES for no reason. Eric Dubay, all I did was ask a question, and Eric Dubay kicked me off the forum. He kicked me off this forum, and another girl come along, kicked me off the forum, attacked me, or gang attacked me. And I was starting to get suspicious then. I was like, what's going on here? And people were saying, Eric's like a dictator, like they're calling him Emperor Eric, he's like Hitler. And then he actually did start to actually worship Hitler, and which was very weird, and coming out of this neo-Nazi propaganda. And still I supported Eric. Well, I didn't support him still. I sort of just thought, just going through a weird like neo-Nazi phase, like some young white men might sometimes might have to go through that sort of phase, but it was very weird. And then he was attacking people like Math Powerland and other flat earth researchers, Patricia Steer, a lot of Jewish hatred he kept spreading. Anyone who he thought was a Jew, he would attack, regardless if they're part of the conspiracy or not. Just normal Jews, or anyone like my friend Ashley Webster. She was attacked, called Jewish, even though she was just a Christian. She just wore like a Yahweh necklace, like a lot of Christians believe in, like Yahweh. And she was attacked and gang attacked, reduced to tears. The pictures were put all over the forum, all her family's pictures, and they attacked her, and that's very nasty. And that's what they sort of do. Eric seemed to have control over people. Now I see it differently, but at the time I thought, oh wow, he's got the control over these people, like they're like his slaves, like coming to my channel, trolling me, attacking me, like in gangs of people, all synchronized. They all seem to do it at the same time. Like when I go to bed, that's when they start attacking me. They know I'm asleep, and they start commenting on all my posts all at the same time, under Eric's command. And very weird. But yeah, so he started coming out with all the neo-Nazi stuff, and I thought I had to stop this. I come out saying, Eric, you're wrong. Hitler wasn't a good guy. He was working for the elites. He's a puppet for the elites. I gave all the evidence. I told all the people. I debunked all the lies that he was spreading, and also showed you how this neo-Nazi agenda is not just with Eric Dubay. Is like You got Tila Tequila, you got Arnold Schwarzenegger, Taylor Swift, even B.O.B. to a point. You got all these people coming out at the same time, spreading the same agenda. You got David Irving, who's been proved by this conspiracy researcher Miles Mathis to actually be Jewish, and he's this David Irving is an agent, so he's a controlled opposition. He's the one who brought all the Holocaust stuff and the Holocaust, and he's been proven to be an agent, a government agent, and Jewish. So he's going against the Jews, and yet he's Jewish himself. That's quite interesting. So Eric Dubay, so he lied. He tried to, at the start of this whole thing, he tried to mention my name as little as possible. He didn't want people to know that I was connected to him, that I was the one who gave him all this knowledge. He wanted people to see him as the prophet or whatever he sees himself as. And at first I was a bit annoyed with this, but at first I thought it's just his ego. I didn't really care too much as long as the flat earth truth was getting out there. That's all that mattered to me. But in truth, Eric Dubay never mentioned flat earth on his website, on his YouTube, on his Twitter, on his blog, on his Facebook, until he come across me. So that says a lot, doesn't it? Really. And I'm the one who's got all the flat earth books. I'm the one who did the research. I'm the one who has a history. You can see where I studied how I come to this. I was like into alternative science, into electric universe, into suppressed science and kooks, and I actually have a history of that, of looking into that and researching that and buying books on that, where Eric Dubay just comes out of nowhere and with no history of that. Right, now, so who is Eric Dubay really? A lot of us think that he's a CIA agent. We know he lived in Washington, D.C. Washington, D.C. is the headquarters of NASA, the CIA, the FBI, the Pentagon. You've got the White House there as well, and you've got other intelligence agencies. It's like the melting pot of intelligence agencies and government agents. And he lived there. And if that's not bad enough, he denies it. We've got proof that he lived there for a couple of years, and yet he denies it. If he hadn't denied it, that would have been, you could have been up for a debate. You could think, some people could believe that he did live there, some people can't believe that he didn't, but because he's denied it, he's saying that he definitely didn't live there, and yet we've got proof that he lived there from 3 different sources. In public records, we've got public records that he lived there. And that he denies that he lives there shows you that what he was doing there was something dodgy. And what he was doing there, he was probably training to be a CIA operative, a controlled opposition. We know he's connected to Alex Jones, and we know Alex Jones is controlled opposition. We know that he's like the face of the conspiracy movement, and originally called Bill Hicks. And he controls all the conspiracy movement. And now you've got Eric Dubay controlling all the flat earth movement, the flat earth conspiracy. He's becoming the face of that. See, they need to control these things. When I started coming out with it, they can't have me being a face of it, or someone who's not a part of their agency. They have to have a government agent, a CIA agent, a Mason, or someone connected to them that they can control, a puppet, so they can lead the opposition, because they're control freaks. A lot of these people are psychopaths, sociopaths, egocentrics. They need that control. So we've got Eric Dubay living in Washington, training to be a CIA agent or a controlled opposition agent. And we've also found out that his mum and dad's house was is owned by a 33-degree Mason. Eric Dubay's uncle is a 33rd-degree Mason. And we see in Eric Dubay's videos, Eric's doing yoga poses in the square and compass stance. So he's showing you that, or he's not showing you, he's showing other Masons that he's a Mason. He's like telling them, it's okay, I'm a Mason, don't worry about this truth coming out, I'm a Mason, I'm supposed to be here and that. So we got him being a CIA agent, we got him being a Mason. His fiancée, she's daughter of an elite Thai general in the dictatorship of Thailand, and she keeps doing all the Illuminati signs, like the holding the one hand over the eye and so on. You see the CIA and the Thai military have always been linked. The CIA have always controlled the Thai military since back in Vietnam times and stuff. They control the drug trade out there. They control the sex trafficking, child trafficking, all sorts. Dubay may even be part of that. That may be why he was in Thailand as an agent. Could be like a go-between him, between Washington and Thailand, or he could just be helping smuggling drugs or children, or something to do with the prostitution. But we've got him in there though. He's connected to the Thai military. He spends a lot of time in the Thai military base with this girlfriend, who's all her friends are all government agents, and her father and her mother are both in the Thai military, and her father especially is really high up in there, wears all the uniform, with all the medals and so on. And he worked at the Royal University for 6 years as a teacher. Not anyone can work there. You have to get permission to work there. For starters, to even live in another country, you need permission from the government. And I found out that in this university, they've also promoted Hitler. There's been graffiti of Hitler all over this university, and also the Thai military have also promoted Hitler. So you see, it's all coming together. It's all like, you got the Tila Tequila, you got Arnold Schwarzenegger, you got Taylor Swift, you got all these people promoting Hitler, and you got Eric Dubay promoting Hitler, you got the Thai military promoting Hitler, and obviously Eric Dubay is connected to the Thai military, and you got Eric Dubay's previous school that he taught in Thailand, that's also promoting Hitler. So you see, it's all connected. They all do the same things at the same time. So it's interesting. We've also found out that, well, we haven't found out, but we're seeing, a lot of people have noticed that on YouTube seems to be promoting Eric Dubay. Like, he's always at the top of the list. Or he's always at the top when they say what to watch next. It's always Eric Dubay. I never watch Eric Dubay's videos or click on them, and yet whenever I watch a video it says watch this next, watch Eric Dubay. My friend Mike Ryan, he did an expose on Eric Dubay, and YouTube have now deleted it, saying so they're not only promoting Dubay, they're deleting people's videos who are exposing him. It's all rather interesting. You've got Dubay coming out with his hip-hop music, which is interesting because he's got no background in there. You don't see him in the past doing any hip-hop music, and now all of a sudden he's a rapper. He's got beats, his own beats, and so on. Where does he get the time to do all this? I thought he's supposed to be owning and running a Wing Chun Academy So he's a Wing Chun Academy, he's a translator, he's yoga, he's doing rap and hip hop, and he's time to make all these videos and write books. Yeah, where's he getting all the time to do all this? You're running a business, you don't get that much time. A lot of these people are agents who run this flat earth movement. Normal people don't get that much time. If you've got a family, if you've got kids, if you've got a career and a good job, you haven't got time to do all these videos and CGI. Where did you learn to do all this CGI stuff? Who's helping you? Who's helping you with all these radio shows? Yeah, Eric Dubay, he always has the sunglasses on, so you can't see his eyes, his psychopathic eyes. The eyes tell a lot about a person. When you look at someone's eyes, you can see if they're lying. So that's probably why he wears shades a lot. Shady people. He's a shady person. He wears shades. Also, he hardly ever appears on camera. So you got this guy just reading from a script. His friend Alex Sani is a girl from Serbia who helped him translate his book, helped him in his forum, met the guy, helped him so much. She was one of the people who were attacking everyone. Anyone who was attacking Eric, she would attack them. She was very like his sidekick. Now she's come out saying that he's a CIA agent, that the CIA told him to take the books from me and plagiarize me, and then misquote them books in his books, like use the quotes from the books but change a few of the details, a few of the measurements so it's wrong. Maybe so he can get debunked by someone from NASA saying, "Oh, you're wrong" and stuff. But there's so many ways you can look at this. What they're doing with him, they're using him to make a mockery of flat earth. Obviously he dresses up as a girl. He dressed up as Patricia Steere, wearing a dress. So remember that Dave Chappelle guy, the comedian, he said that they try to get him to wear a dress, and they do this a lot with their actors. Eric Dubay is an actor, and they've got him to wear a dress, humiliate him and on screen, and humiliate the flat earthers. People coming into flat earth see this guy in a dress, the leader, the guy in the dress, the transgender. It's all part of the transgender agenda and the gay agenda, the homosexual agenda, feminized men. And he's promoting it. He's promoting the Nazi agenda. He's promoting the transgender agenda. You've got veganism also. He's telling you not to eat meat. Meat's good for you. Yet he's telling you not to eat it. He's part of the vegan agenda, which is to have the rich eating meat and have all the poor people eating genetically modified vegetables. The feudal society, like it was in medieval times, where the poor just eat vegetables, but this time it would be genetically modified vegetables, so you die sooner, not just from starvation but from poisoning. So he's all part of all these little agendas. We've also found out that he's on the, I think it's called IMDb or something like that, or it's this movie database of like directors and actors and movies, and if you type his name in there, all his videos come up, like saying, yeah, these are his movies that he's directed or acted in, and they're like his 200 Proofs the Earth is Not a Globe. That's one of his like videos. This director Eric Dubay has been involved in. You type my name though, none of my videos turn up on that. So it shows you that he is an actor. He is an agent. He is Hollywood, works for Hollywood. Whereas me, I'm just a normal person, and my videos don't get on that database at all. So we found out he's a CIA agent, he's a Mason, he's an actor, a Hollywood actor. He's involved in a vegan agenda, the transgender agenda, the Nazi agenda, to get you to worship Hitler. Again, making flat earth look stupid. So who is Eric Dubay? Is he a flat earther? Is he a true flat earther? Meaning one of you guys who've just woke up and telling everyone and want to help everyone. No. The truth is he's an agent sent to control you, to lead you away from the truth, give you a bit of the truth and then lead you away to these false agendas, and to make a mockery of the flat earth, to control the opposition. They need to control it. Remember, they're control freaks. They can't just have this being a grassroots movement. They need their guys in here to control and lead, and even give him. He could even be, say you're on his forum, or you befriend him and start talking to him and say you found out this and that. He could be telling the CIA about you. He could be saying, watch this guy, he knows something, keep an eye on him, or take him out. Or he could even be using his forum as a kind of directory, finding out all your names, your details, your addresses. You've got to be careful, people. Be careful. We've also found out about Eric Dubay's ex-wife and ex-girlfriends, and apparently they've told us that he used to beat them. He used to beat them up, give them bruises. They even sent us pictures of their bruises. One of them said that he sat on top of her once and she almost died. Like she was she choked her to death, and she thought she was going to die. So this is the type of man we're dealing with. Someone that would almost kill his girlfriend. A psychopath. Narcissist. Egocentrist. Sociopath. Someone who can lie, cheat, steal, perhaps even kill to get what he wants. Fame, money, maybe. Or you could look at it another way. You could look at it a way saying he chose to join the Freemasons and the CIA one day. Or you can look at it another way saying they approached him, the CIA and Mason said, come and join us. Or you can look at it another way, as we've already told you, that his uncle, who owns his mum and dad's house, he's a Mason. So it could be like a family thing. Like you got military families who for generations have been in part of the military, or you got acting families, you got families of politicians in politics, and you got families of the CIA. So perhaps Eric Dubay has always been part of the CIA, his family, through his family ties, and perhaps as a youngster he was in that environment and grew up and was trained from a really young age to be a part of this, to be an actor, to be an agent, following in his family's, his uncle's footsteps, and perhaps even his father's footsteps, and mother's. So they always keep manufacturing, giving us these heroes, giving us these pop idols, these Pied Pipers who kidnap children's minds, these pop stars, these movie stars, these Barack Obamas, these Donald Trumps, these Hillary Clintons. Keep giving us these false prophets, these false idols. And they play good cop, bad cop. So they give us idols that are really bad, like Hitler. Then you got idols that are you think are good, like Barack Obama, like saying we can change things, and then they turn out to be bad as well. And they got some people who they fake their deaths. It looks like they do good, and then they're taken out, and yet their deaths are just faked, all used for a purpose. So interesting. It's fascinating. Now, I don't hate these people. I pity them. I'm really gutted for them that they need to lie to you, to me, to everyone. What a waste of a life. Waste of a life. Waste of a life. Instead of connecting with your fellow man and helping your fellow man, you betray your fellow man. You're like Cain in that story of Cain and Abel. Cain killed his brother Abel. That's what they're like. They're like Cains. Killing their brothers, lying to their brothers, turning their backs on God. But at the end of the day, they may have all the money, fame, and medals and respect in the CIA and Hollywood and whatever. But they've got no real connection. No real connection to the earth, to God, to beauty, to love, to even their own families. Eric's probably a victim. If his father and mother and uncle are all Masons and CIA agents, then perhaps we should feel sorry for Eric. He grew up in that environment. He was told, trained to be this guy he is now. Perhaps his uncle and his mum and father are also psychopaths. And they've bred or slapped or beat the empathy out of Eric. Perhaps he doesn't know how to feel love, to love a woman, to love humanity, to love God. If he's beating up these women, then that's got to be for a reason. I actually knew a woman who worked for the Serbian government once. Not really working for the government, but she was a diplomat. So, and she once told me that she went to Asia once, and she met a lot of spies there, like European spies. She's saying that a lot of them are gay, and they marry Japanese women as a cover, because Japanese women don't really care too much about what the guy gets up to. They're a bit more submissive. So perhaps even he could be a homosexual, Eric Dubay could be. And he could be using these Thai women as a cover sort of thing. That's why he likes to dress up as a woman, like a transgender, in the Thailand, in the like transgender capital of the world, the ladyboy capital of the world. Perhaps he's slept with quite a few of these like transgenders. A lot of people in the gay movement and Hitler and the Youth Brigade and the Nazi regalia, that's all sort of like very homoerotic. In fact, the Nazi party was started in a gay bar. So you got Dubay is really into Hitler, and that could be another. Hitler was supposedly gay and homosexual, so that could be why he's promoting the transgender agenda. That could be why he's an agent as well. Then my friend, she once dated a narcissist, and afterwards she studied narcissism, and the professor she studied, he said that a lot of homosexuals are narcissists. So perhaps Dubay, again, that's with the whole thing, with the Nazism, the narcissism, the dressing up as a woman, the beating up his girlfriends, the being a double agent, an actor. Many actors are homosexuals, so, and he's an actor, so perhaps there's no love between him and his fiancée. Perhaps that's just a cover. Perhaps they never even went out with each other. Perhaps they're just a cover so they can connect with each other. That's why he's in that Thai military base. He's saying, he's got a fiancée. That's why I'm in this Thai military base with this Thai military general, because I'm dating his daughter. Perhaps he's not dating her. Perhaps that's just a cover, and that he's there for this general to give information, to do what he's doing for the CIA there. The CIA have always been in Thailand. They've always controlled the military there. What else can we say? Be careful. Be careful. Be careful who you trust. Why do you always need leaders, and why do you always follow the people they give you? Every time they give you someone, you follow them. Like you follow these Pied Pipers. All they've got to do is sing you a tune and you follow. If you put it in a scientific way, you got the astronomers. Instead of having the flute that they're making you follow, they got their telescopes, and they point to the stars and look through these telescopes, and then they walk, and then you follow. Never let you play with the telescope, never let you look through it. You just got to follow them. Where are they leading you? Into the ditch. The blind follow the blind. They both end up in a ditch. Don't end up in a ditch. Don't follow false prophets, false leaders. Do the research yourself. Read the books. Don't trust the people they give you. Be wise. Be critical. Use your brain. Also use your heart, because you get certain vibes about people. I think Eric Dubay is a good example. He wears the shades. You should feel that he's a shady person. And when he does take off the shades, you look into his eyes, you do see this cold, sort of psychopathic look. Not warm, not you can't see the spirit, the beautiful spirit there. Which is sad, really, you know. He's still a young man. He's still got it. If you're watching this, Eric, you've still got a chance, mate. You're still a brother. You're still a creation of God, and you've still got time to change your ways. You know, get out of the brain, get in the heart. You are in astrology. You're a Cancer, I think. So, got the shell, you got the Jupiter exalted, so that's the brain, the intellect. You got the shell, of course, like the crab shell, and you got the moon, which is the dreams, and the Cancer's a really motherly sign. So, if you get back to how you could be, start going in within you. Find that motherly spirit within you. You could become a better person. Develop some empathy. Develop the empathy for the people. Not just your family or your fellow government agents and actors, but the whole of humanity. After all, isn't everyone an actor on this world stage? These bodies are just costumes. The spirit, the same one actor, is playing the whole part of everyone. Is playing every character. The same one actor. God is playing all these characters, including you. So even within you, there is God. And I'm sure deep within you there is love and beauty. Just gotta take off all these lies, take off all these vices. You gotta start praying. Turn your back on yourself, on your evil ways, on your past. Don't get so angry. Calm down. Don't hit the woman. Don't start hitting woman. Or don't continue to hit woman, should I say. Love and respect the woman. And at the same time, as woman is a great symbol of the earth. So love the earth. Don't just rush by trying to get your money and fame. Slow down. Calm down. Sit down. Watch the flowers. Watch the moon. Watch the trees. Listen to the wind breeze. Watch the waves of the ocean. The tides coming in and out like a breath. Connect with that. Breathe slow. Close your eyes and connect with God. Connect with your heart. There's still time. Right. Good night, people. Who is Eric Dubay? He's an agent. He's a mason. He's an actor. But he can change if he wants to change. And if you're listening, Dubay, change.